such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. If you keep your mouth shut, you're not doing what your Lord told you to do. Be a witness. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Boy, don't you love it when celebrities open up their big mouths about theology. I didn't want to do this, but I saw it 2 or 3 places, so I couldn't ignore it. Just because a man thinks he can play quarterback in the NFL, that his views carry a lot of weight. Now, everyone has a right to express themselves, to express their beliefs, theological and otherwise. But when you do it, and it's so condescending, let me play the tape. It's Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. He chimes in about his religious experience and his brush in the past with a theology. And let me play the clip, and then we'll go ahead and comment on the great Aaron Rodgers.
Religion can be a crutch, can be something that people have to make themselves feel better. And because it's set up binary, it's us and them. It's saved and unsaved. It's heaven and hell. It's enlightened and heathen. It's holy and righteous and sinner and filthy. And I think that makes a lot of people feel better about themselves. Is that, I got Jesus, and I'm saved, and I'm going to heaven, and there's only 144,000 of us going, even though there's 7 billion people on the planet. I don't know how you can believe in a God who wants to condemn most of the planet, to a fiery hell. Like, what type of loving, sensitive, omnipresent, omnipotent being wants to condemn most of his beautiful creation to a fiery hell at the end of all this?
The answer is the true God does not want to condemn people to a fiery hell, but he will. He will. He doesn't want to. His desire is that all men come to the knowledge of salvation. The larger clip, it'll be in the description, but the bigger clip, he talks about how he attended Young Life as a young person. That's not a stirring, how can I say this? It's not a stirring, good portrait of Young Life if that is what you produced. He talked about how he went to Young Life and he really liked Young Life, but as he got older, and the church he went to sounded like a good church, by the way, because his church that he went to was binary. It was black and white. It was this and that. It was this. How about it was truth and lies? How about we believe what we believe in church because it's not a crutch, it's true. And you can say whatever you want to say. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make sure I don't go to hell. That was my belief when I was a young believer. Look, whatever you got to say, if hell exists, give me the instructions on how not to go there. And yes, that's when I was younger, but as you grow, you recognize not only is that a good, and it is, not only is that a good reason, but the better reason is because God is worthy. He's worthy. A religion is a crutch to make people feel better. Yeah, I feel real good to know I'm not going to hell, and you should feel real bad if you are in danger of hell's fire. Yeah, I do feel good. I feel great knowing that me and the Almighty, we okay. I'm not going to face that. And the 144,000 seems like you have been hanging out with some Jehovah's Witnesses The Bible never says it's only going to be 144,000. But the worst of all is that he then impugns God's character. What type of almighty God, all loving, omniscient, can do X, Y, Z? You're a quarterback. You're not God. You, just because you can sling a football, and some have questioned your ability to do that pretty good as of late, just because you can sling a football, think about the arrogance that you would question the Almighty. And here's the harsh reality of it. People like that, mostly, maybe he's different, I don't know him, but people like that, they love to bloviate without anyone to push back. Is he willing to sit down and to go over the scriptures? Is he willing to engage in honest conversation to get his answers to all those questions? Doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. But look, I feel good. My Christianity, if you want to call it, is a crutch because I feel good. Because I am not going to hell.
For such a time as this,